All right, use what you know to figure out what you don't know. That's my saying, right? So, kind of like if I were to say that this is 1 and this is 2, right? And these are proportional, right? Then I guess the way the book has you do this is that BC is over CD, right? And BA is over DA. And the way I have you do it is a little different. It's a little easier. Okay? I like to look at it as, because proportions are proportions are proportions, as long as they're proportionally sound, right? Meaning that I'm saying that this side is to this side, is this side is to that side, right? So I'm always kind of going in that direction, right? They're saying this side is to this side, right? Is to their same side, right? As this side, right, is to their same side, right? So they're kind of lining up. This side is to this side as this side is to this side. That's what they're saying. But it makes it confusing. If I have two, if I know that these are parallel, I can just go, oh, equal fraction. And that way I have this, right, is to this, right? Because they're kind of the same thing, right? The same idea. They're same sides, right? Because of this angle. These are proportional to each other, right? As this is to this. Those are the same proportional sides, right? So it allows me to write it like this. It keeps my mental image a little easier. So now I can just make this little division bar. So I keep this over this and this over that. It's that simple. And then I can do the math. 10 times z, 10 times that. So I get 10z minus 40 is equal to, and then 12 times z over 2. Right? Well, what's half of 12? 6. So that would give me 6z. Right? And now I could just add 40 and subtract 6z, right? But what I do to this side, I have to do to that side. And what I do to this side, I have to do to that side. Right? This is when I'm showing you, okay, you're getting your big boy and big girl pants on. Okay? And we're going to hit 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay? Because I like to eat a lot. So we need to kill 2 birds for this family. Right? So, 2 birds, 1 stone, or 1 shotgun shot, you know, save the bullets. Right? That way, this cancels on this side, this cancels on that side. And this is how I used to teach it for so many years, even to my 9th graders over at Stadium. It just makes it easy. Right? And then I've got 4z is equal to 4d. Not d, but 4t, I guess I should say. Right? And divide by 4 and divide by 4, and I get z is equal to 10. Which is what we're looking for. Because now BC is really 10 minus 4, which is 6. Right? And CD is 10 divided by 2, which is 5. And now I know what the sides are. And I'm good. Easy peasy. And if I did it this way, it would be the same thing. If I did it this way, it would be 10z minus 4t is equal to 6z. And I'm right back into the same gig. You see how that works? As long as the proportions are set up proportionally, it doesn't matter if I'm saying this is to the other little side, or if I'm saying that this little side is to the big side on the same triangle as the little side is to the big side on the... To me, it makes more sense, doesn't it to you? To make more sense to say the little side is proportional to the little side and the big side is proportional to the big side? I mean, doesn't that make more sense? Right? It just, to me, writing it this way is just convoluted. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever why I would write it that way. You know? And so my daughter learns it this way from her teacher, and then I'm like, no, you can do this. It's easier. And she's like, you're confusing me, Dad. I have to do it the teacher's way. They make me do it the teacher's way. No, I have to do it the teacher's way. You have to do it your way. You have to do it the way that makes sense. Because when it comes down to that EOC, you have to be able to do it. And if it makes sense that this little side is proportional to this little side, and this big side is proportional to the big side, then do it that freaking way. Does that make sense? Okay? Keep it simple. It's the KISS method. Yes.
Why did you? Because it's 10 times z minus 4. Why would you? Never mind, I see it.
You got it?
Yeah.
This is like the easiest thing. But watching me do it on my own and I don't know.
It seems easy, right? Yeah. And then you get it on your own, and you're like, what am I? So, what we can do is we do the evens on Thursdays and Fridays, right? And I'm telling you, I'm really sick. I can tell right now. I'm really sick. Both my ears, I'm in so much pain right now. I shouldn't even be here. But there's no way I'm not going to teach you because you have to be taught. Tomorrow, if I need to stay home, I will, because tomorrow's a quiz day, right? And I'll be honest with you, if Thursday I have to stay home, then I will, because that's a boards day, and you guys should be able to work with each other on boards right now. I've trained you all this year to be able to work with each other and to work together as a team. This is what I'm expecting of you, because I put a lot into my school whenever I'm at it. And by the end of the year, I'm usually drained. I've taken all the energy out of me and I put it into here. And at some point you have to rest. It's just the way it is.
I have 4 days.
And I'm older now, so obviously it catches up to me a little bit more than it did when I was younger. But, and you guys, we don't seem to work as hard here as I've done at other schools, but in here, these first 2 classes, we do pretty well. I mean, really well in comparison. And we're doing so much better in the algebras. I mean, I'm looking at Dante and them, and I'm like, what Dante used to give as effort and what he gives now is like 10 times better. So I can't complain. We're getting better, and that's all I can ask. So I mean, I'm just seeing everybody do more, and that's why I'm here. But we're still not getting the grades that I really need us to get. We're just not yet. I hope by the time I have your children, they'll actually be learning, and you'll be proud of this school, right?
My children don't learn when they get flipped in the list.
That's what I expect from all of you. That's exactly what I expect from all of you, to your children, is that love and that care of willing to beat them down if they don't progress is important, because school's important, you know. So that's a great thing to hear. We got problem number 15. Well, this one's pretty basic. let's look at it. Okay? You tell me if we need to do another one of these. We can. We can do as many of them as you want. Okay. So we have this triangle, all right? And we have these parallel lines.
When did we see?
All right, and we have A, B, C. Is this D, E,
Yeah.
F, and G?
Yeah, cool.
Just,
And then they're just doing AB over BD. So what problem is this? What?
15,
15. They're doing AB over
BD,
BD
and then AC.
and AC over unknown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it just E?
So CE, AC, yeah. Is that right? Do I have to show that on the film, or
No, that's pretty self-explanatory.
pretty much what we were doing, right? The other one was DF, what is it, 17 is, can you read that to me? DF over
For which number?
17,
DF over unknown and then EG over CE.
EG over CE.
Yeah.
Let's just film it for shits and giggles. Oh,
Makes sense.
I was filming.